If you consider yourself a sophisticated viewer and it is difficult to surprise you with anything, then you definitely need to take a look at our selection. Today, we have collected a lot of incredible and unforgettable moments that were captured on camera. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to not miss our next episodes. Skydiving is incredibly extreme, but at the same time, an exciting sport that causes addiction. Just one question: how long did it take him to master this trick? What you see in front of you are vineyards on the island of Lanzarote in Spain. Each hole has its own grape bush. Can someone tell me how this is possible? But it's not for nothing that they say that pets look like their owners. Anti-stress toys do sometimes help relieve tension, but this eye only increases the level of anxiety. This place is like a Garden of Eden for fish and marine animals. This is an ordinary school in China and its students during Kung Fu training. Well, they definitely managed to attract the attention of visitors. I would like to hope that they comply with all safety regulations. Rainy weather is especially beautiful, surrounded by unspoilt nature. Is this how he's trying to advertise his headwear store? It's difficult to find another explanation for this. This unusual creature is a real master of disguise. A rainbow in the clouds is a rare phenomenon, but fantastically beautiful. Why buy a boat if you could just upgrade your car? It's unlikely that this method is easier and cheaper. The driver of this oversized vehicle has hardly heard anything about the laws of physics. They were lucky to find an amazing place that made skiing even more exciting. In manta rays, the gills have the shape of long parallel arrays of leaf-shaped lobes. It is thanks to them that sea devils feed on plankton and get rid of excess water. Seeing such a big-billed crow on your way, you want to drastically change your plans. Of course, this is a magnificent landscape, although it would be better if we admire it not on the very edge of a cliff. For one evening, the Vienna Opera becomes a place where thousands of men and women in tailcoats and dresses gather for the annual world-famous ball. Freeride enthusiasts know that you can feel real freedom by cutting through snow where there are no prepared trails. In this case, a helicopter is the most comfortable way to get to the top of the mountain. What could be better than a walk through a lavender field in the company of noble horses? A lot of time is spent near this art object. It is not for nothing that they say you can look at fire forever. Which room do you think the newlyweds will choose to try first? It looks like the dog went through a lot of stress while it was being made into the perfect plush toy. A talented artist can embody his ideas everywhere and on anything. This charming smile was created for a close-up. In pursuit of savings on working equipment, such an unusual idea came to the mind of these guys. Teamwork helps people understand each other without words and complete tasks faster. How is this even possible? Had gravity forgotten about his existence? At this moment, people fall in love with snow-capped mountains, and skiing becomes a lifelong hobby. It is for the sake of such finds that some skiers are engaged in free riding. Human possibilities are limitless. It seems that he is more comfortable in flight than on the ground. For those who do not like the cold in ski resorts but want to go skiing, there is a wonderful alternative. It's really rare to see such a train that rushes at full speed.
What an incredible footage! We always strive to choose the best content for you.
She is the kind of person who has found a job to her liking and gets incredible pleasure from every minute spent among animals. Still, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. China is a country of advanced technologies. Would you like to be in this unusual place? In some areas of large cities, this is exactly what the area at the house where friends gathered looks like. Undoubtedly, it is very convenient to open the doors in this way. However, one day the phone battery may run out at the most inopportune moment, which will make it impossible to go home. Does this video make your eyes blink too? Traveling by the Brienz-Rothorn Railway in Switzerland can bring unforgettable experiences. The ancient theater in Pergamum is one of the most beautiful architectural landmarks of the Hellenistic period. A lot of work has been put into this work of art, so it deserves its place in a museum. How is this even possible? This guy is a real genius. The coconut crab, or palm thief as it is also called, is rightfully considered the largest representative of arthropods. The only solid part of an octopus's body is its beak. It is thanks to it that it bites through the prey without any problems.
One more time! One more time! He's mean!
3 times.
Let's put him back in there. Oh, he's hungry. Wow, he's mean. Let's close that for you. Look at that! That's insane!
No joke.
The inhabitants of the sea never cease to amaze with their extraordinary beauty. The water in this lake froze so quickly that the unfortunate bird was trapped. Fortunately, concerned passers-by managed to save it. It looks like this cat is going to give birth to a lot of kittens. The ripeness of this watermelon has reached its peak. Tell me honestly, would you like to try it? It is wonderful that the traditions and experiences of the ancestors are preserved here. This cat knows better than anyone how important it is to develop lungs with such exercises. This is the main attraction of the city of Valencia in Spain. In fact, this is a 3-story miniature house for cats. Let's hope they switch places, otherwise we can safely say that the mother has a favorite among them. Only a sleigh can be better than this car in a snowy area. Ice sculptures are usually left in the cold, and they have no practical use. There are rational reasons for that. This is probably the most beautiful helicopter landing I've ever seen.
It was so cool! It's hard to comprehend how this is even possible.
It seems that someone really likes to be the center of attention. Passengers who like to travel by water transport and at the same time suffer from seasickness should appreciate this trip. The Nangma Valley in Pakistan is famous for its wildlife, diverse rocky mountain towers, and beauty. This is a truly fabulous place. Crossing the Drake Strait on a cruise ship, you should not expect to be able to avoid a storm. The beauty of this funnel is impressive, but the instinct of self-preservation still does not allow one to approach it. "700 steps cut into the solid rock lead to the top of Kalimantan Durg Mountain in Maharashtra, India. Climbing and descending in the rain is an incredibly dangerous activity here. Nature is the best at creating real masterpieces. Many people love the sound of cracking ice, so they initiate it themselves. The incredible Eye of the Devil, located in the northwest of China, simply amazes with its juicy colors. No one disputes that a vacation in the Philippines is amazing. The views underwater here are no worse than on the surface. These tourists are incredibly lucky. Not every excursion to the glaciers can offer something like this. Roads in the mountains are usually surrounded by fantastic landscapes, but the drivers who drive on them do not have the opportunity to distract themselves to enjoy them. K2, or Chogori, is the second highest peak on the planet. Climbing it is considered an incredibly difficult, dangerous task, but certainly an impressive adventure. When the water is so clear, it's not scary to dive even into underwater caves. Thrill seekers will appreciate this video. He will definitely never forget this experience.
On rocks, kinda.
We admit that it was really difficult for our parents to do.
It would be foolish to think that each berry is harvested by hand, given how many blueberries are sold worldwide per year. It may not be the most accurate disembarkation of passengers, but apparently they are happy to finally be free. Are you also wondering what is the reason for such strange behavior of birds? People like him are said to have golden hands. If he's looking for someone specific here, it's unlikely that he'll succeed, however, as well as counting animals. This is a very original design solution for the house. That's just that horror fans can get their imagination running wild if they walk past this well at night. This is a very peculiar and unusual idea for a gender party. If you want your 3D figure, you'll have to be patient a little bit. It will be difficult for him to fall asleep after the terrible picture he saw in his yard. It is very difficult for a land filled with moisture to hold trees in windy weather. The nature of China is multifaceted and diverse. Here you can find landscapes that take your breath away. If you see this guy nearby and even with an axe, run as fast as you can because there's nothing wrong with its sight. Sand sculptures are real art, albeit short-lived. That's what a well-established system means, which copes with its task perfectly. Sometimes it seems that fireworks will not surprise anyone anymore. Such a bright and spectacular process is a whole new thing. Looking at this guy, it seems that he can continue to study at such a crazy pace indefinitely. It's like going through a portal to another dimension. What are your thoughts on this? Seeing such a phenomenon in the sky, you cannot think for a minute that you are going crazy. Perhaps one of you has superpowers and can perfectly see who scares the whole area with this palm branch.
Floating right in the middle of the air. It's not attached to wires or anything like that. Wow. Very impressive.
This is the case when a person feels like a fish in water. I feel a little uneasy at the thought that they will never be restored again. Have you ever seen the man-made Northern Lights? A Japanese photographer was able to capture stunning footage at the bottom of the ocean. It may seem that there is some kind of barely visible network in these frames, but no, these fish are just fans of perfectionism. It seems that the time machine brought these creatures to us from the distant past. Passing cars should use this moment and rather go to a free tunnel car wash. Shooting from a bird's eye view is always impressive with its shots, and even the seemingly ordinary landscape acquires new colors. Theoretically, you can run through quicksand and not get bogged down in it, but it's not worth risking once again because it will be extremely difficult to extract your limbs from it. Ladybugs are always touching and bring a smile to your face, but not in such numbers. It is difficult to come up with a better advertisement for this car. She may not be very happy with her appearance, but she is unlikely to go unnoticed. Interestingly, is this type of fishing fun? There is absolutely no excitement in it. No man-made decorations can compare with the decorations that nature gives us. At any celebration, there will be a guest who enjoys the event more than others. If experiments looked so impressive in chemistry lessons, perhaps more students would be interested in this subject. This man knows how to combine business with pleasure and not waste time. Butchering tuna is a delicate matter. It is impossible for such a valuable product to be wasted. If the market does not offer a suitable product, you can always design and create it according to your preferences. Cooking is a separate art form. I have to say that cooking and serving dishes is a real creative process. Shellfish lovers can safely go to this beach and start collecting. But it's not for nothing that they say that beginners are always lucky. There are very lazy workers in this supermarket who absolutely do not like to make unnecessary movements. Dreaming of a large terrace, few people think about the fact that it has drawbacks. Who needs an expensive plane if one can fly by car? The launch of a spaceship is a really fantastic show, which many people dream of witnessing. In the modern world of high technology, there are still tribes that observe ancient traditions and rituals. Representatives of this tribe are no exception. They only took care of their safety and put on helmets. The global catch of shrimp reaches 3.5 million tons, including the Argentine red shrimp, which is becoming more and more in demand every year. That's because fish and seafood are among the best-selling food products in the world. The appearance of a large number of dead fish in the canal cannot but alarm the residents of the city. Such cases often occur as a result of a significant increase in water temperatures and a lack of oxygen. It seems that today, the duck has forgotten that it is a mother and its babies are following it. Fortunately, they were all saved. Residents of emergency houses are remembered only when situations with victims arise. It is critically important to fix problems and errors in time to avoid undesirable consequences. Shooting from a drone allows us to make many important discoveries. A drone turns out to be very useful in many situations, and even in archaeological excavations. This is what harvesting looks like for those who live near seas and oceans. I'd be scared if I saw something like this in person, wouldn't you? When you get stuck under a bridge, there's no time for the romance anymore.
We're getting stuck.
The man took the chance not only to relax on the beach, but also to enjoy the view of an unfamiliar girl in a swimsuit. Watching them is somewhat like watching ants. They also have a well-coordinated teamwork. The videographer knew that now he would need a camera for such epic shots.
We're sure that our episode has impressed you. In fact, we always strive to choose the best ones for you. And we want to thank our regular subscribers and warmly welcome new ones.